talking.
Hello, my fine friends. How you doing? Welcome to episode 22 of Twitch of Fun. I'm very sorry that there was no official broadcast last week. The King of the World did turn up in the Taskmaster watch-along. Yeah, look, I've done it again. The Mad Bastards, he's actually done it. I've done it again. We're back. But don't worry. Just because I'm in front of a Union Jack, don't worry at all. I haven't gone crazy. I am reclaiming this moustache for Charlie Chaplin. Okay? Yeah, that's what I'm doing it for, so you don't have to worry. It was comedies first, and then Hitler came along and ruined it. It was probably the worst thing he ever did. So I'm taking it back for Charlie Chaplin, for Oliver Hardy, for the On the Buses. Oh, he wasn't that nice, was he? Lots of things have been misappropriated. It's for Charlie Chaplin. There he is. Look, see, it's a Charlie Chaplin moustache. It's exactly the same. Don't just assume because it's a moustache that it means something it doesn't mean. It doesn't. I'm reclaiming the swastika because that is actually a Buddhist and Hindu symbol of peace. So I'm taking that back as well. That just superimposed over the British flag there. There's the EU flag. It looks like it's all over. I'm reclaiming the goose step because for Basil Fawlty, that was the first person to do that. Doing all sorts of things just to make really good political points. I'm reclaiming Heil Hitler. Did you know that was actually originally a greeting of love by Jesus Christ? And I'm reclaiming it to just try and I'm trying to make a political point. It's a good political point. I'm thinking about cutting off one of my testicles and putting it in the Albert Hall just to reclaim that, because that action has just been very associated with Hitler, and I don't think that is fair. And like I did this in 2010, and just like in 2010, I think making this grand political gesture is probably going to stop right-wing politics in its tracks, just like it did back in 2010. So don't worry, it's all going to be fine. If the BBC have tuned in this week, don't worry. I haven't gone crazy. This isn't a crazy man with a Hitler moustache presenting a show in front of a Union Jack. I'm not Law Fox. This is a man taking this back for comedy, because that can work. I'm sure it can work, and I'm going to make it work. And Charlie Chaplin, I mean, he was a bit of a Prince Andrew figure when we look back at it, but that wasn't the moustache's fault. Just not everyone who's had this moustache has ended up doing stuff that's wrong. So I am available to appear in light-hearted kid shows, panel shows, whatever you need me for, but the moustache has to stay until fascism is eradicated. That's what I'm trying to do with this. So let me out the box. I'm not letting you out the box, Ali. I'm doing a really good thing here. This could turn my whole career around. I've been promised this is going to make me famous. Yes, it will. Not the reasons you think it will. Oh, shut up. I'm just trying to do a show here. A normal show, and I don't want you coming in and spoiling it. I've had enough. I've taken a week off. I've thought about it again. I'm not having any interruptions from any crazy characters. It's just going to be me being sane and being normal, showing that I can be on TV, that I'm good to be on TV. You should let me on TV. It's very important that I should be back on TV. So put me back on the telly. Everything is fine. I have not gone crazy. You're gone nerd. You look insane. All right, just come up here for a second. We'll talk it over. Thank you very much. Hello, fans. Hello, rap fans. It's me, Ali. I'm winking at it. It's good to be here. I'm cheeky knee. No one likes the same phrase. No one likes the same phrase. No one does like the same phrase. What the fuck are you doing, my fine friend? You should like this. This was very popular back in your day, wasn't it? Yes, very popular with the fascist party of Nazi Germany, Richard. Yeah, but before that, you've lived since 1892 or whatever it is, and you know that lots of people had this moustache. Charlie Chaplin had it first. Oh, yes, you're making such a sophisticated point, Richard. You must be everyone else in the sixth form common room must think you're quite the intellectual. I don't go to the sixth form common room that often, mate. And I just hang out there to learn to teach the kids about stuff until the teachers come up and tell me I have to go because I'm not at the school. And it's weird, but the sixth formers like it, so I don't see why I should stop. Well, you're going to do very doctor in the sixth form common room. That's what I'm saying with your brilliant point. My what? Your brilliant point. I don't understand what that word is. You got to shave that off, dude. You're going to ruin your career. I'm not going to. This is going to make my career. Not like it did last time. Well, it looked like it nearly was going to. Last time it sort of got back on TV for a bit, didn't they? Do you think it was the moustache? I think it helped. I got used to you with that moustache, haven't you? It's terrible. Well, that's by the by, Ali. We're here. The news is that Boris Johnson, who said the chances of a hard Brexit were 1,000,000 to 1. The chances of hard Brexit coming into England are 1,000,000 to 1, he said. Yeah, he did. The chances of no deal hard Brexit coming to the UK are 1,000,000 to 1. Oh, what a surprise. It's fucking happening. I'm not even winking at it, even though I'm winking at it. I'm clear-dagging. So that's the big news. Boris Johnson, amazingly, and I thought he had it all sorted out. They've had 4 years to do it, and I thought, oh, he's just leaving it to the end, like I leave writing this to the end. You really do, don't you? Yeah. Well, I don't even write it. I make it up. Yeah, you make it up all on your own. No help from anyone. And you just leave it to the last minute, then it all gets sorted out. But maybe it's not going to work out for him. Let's have a look. This is the tragic sign of the UK versus the EU here. I mean, many people have commented on this, but it's like 2 boys have been allowed to come to the grown-up's house and have been told they have to dress up, and they've put on their dad's clothes. The bloke on the left doesn't even know how to do a tie. Look, it's halfway up his stomach. It looks like some smoked salmon is just dropped down his front. They're both these fat, ungainly, tussle-haired fucking morons, and then the EU people looking sophisticated and cool and like they know what the fuck they're doing. Yeah, I'm glad you're leaving that behind. Hard Brexit, that's what I say. What do you say? Hard Brexit. No deal, hard Brexit. Brexit? What's that? You want to leave Denmark? No, Brexit. I don't understand what you mean. I don't understand what you mean by that. That's weird. It's quite depressing. It's a little bit depressing, Richard, that at least COVID will be sorted out in about 4 or 5 months. It's a shame we'll all be dead, wouldn't it, from starvation by then. Oh, yes. You're very funny, aren't you, with your left-wing snowflake humour. I've always been for hard, diamond hard, no deal Brexit. That's what I've always said. That's what we voted for. That's what I think we should have. You sound like Law Fox. I do, actually. I've just realised that's what I was going to have Law Fox said, and now I've blown it. But if a man with a Charlie Chaplin moustache, it's a Hitler moustache. It's not. I've changed the meaning of it to something else. He hasn't. No one thinks that it's a Charlie Chaplin moustache. If he can't come and bring the world together by saying we must isolate every other country as our enemy and we can do it all on our own, the UK uber alles, then I don't know what's going on with the world. You can't say anything anymore, can you? You really can't say anything anymore. You couldn't walk around with a toothbrush moustache, Richard. You just wouldn't be allowed. It wouldn't be allowed. So, and I couldn't say that I think it's good that we're leaving the EU. You can't say that, even though the majority believe that. Well, they did, didn't they? They did. I think 2 or 3 months, the majority might start having second thoughts about what they've done. I think they might start thinking, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe that was actually did a self-harm I did to myself there by voting to leave. Oh well, I'll still have to pretend that it's a good idea, otherwise I'll look fucking stupid. Yeah, that's basically it. So how have you been? You been alright? Yeah, I've been fine. Did you miss me last week? Yeah, I did miss you. Where did you go? Well, you were in the snooker, weren't you? Yeah, I was in the snooker. Yeah, it's very sad to be stuck in the docks. Oh, it's just, I don't know how long Task is. You could have told me it was a week, that you told me it's 2 weeks, and, You can see from the people crowding into this room to watch this show how much there's 251 people here, Richard. Wow, it's not bad. It's pretty good. It's not bad. Yeah, it's pretty good. How many of them are watching because of the moustache thing? Well, I think they're taking it out of context, Rich. They're going to take little bits out of this context, like the way you're going to their allies and you're doing sea Carls. They're going to put that up on Twitter, and that is the end of your life, not the end. Well, I hope not, because I'm making a valid political point. I think I think it's not as stupid. You're being fucking stupid. You're ruining your career. For what? For what? No gold on the stash. It's a stupid in the stash. I like it. I'm going to keep it. Oh, don't drink and drive, Richard. I'm not drinking and driving. I'm drinking and doing a puppet show. Oh, yeah, that's fine. I've kind of been working on this all week and all day, and I've realised I've got nothing for hardly any of the characters. So, sorry if your favourite characters don't turn up. I don't know what I've been doing. I don't know what's happened. But let's have a look and see what the news stories are. Let's talk about... I haven't got much to say about this, but I just thought it's quite funny that Elon Musk's rocket to Mars, he's been testing it. He thinks it's a big success. He said it was a big success. And I don't think I've got the piece of paper with this. But it exploded as it came down to land. But, that's pretty good, isn't it? It's pretty good, Richard. You can't... It went up. That's the main thing. Yeah, as long as it goes up, it doesn't matter if it gets to Mars, if it just blows up on Mars, doesn't it? It doesn't matter. The thing is, things take time. Just Elon Musk had a go. I mean, it's a bit disappointing to lose the whole... There's no one in it. There was no one on board. It's fine. Yeah, it was just a bit of a that he's claiming it's okay. Well, no one's there. That's why pencils have their razors. That's why rockets can turn into dons. Into dons. Dons? Dons. Doms. Rockets can turn into doms. Dons, like explosions. Doms. I don't understand what's going on, Ali. Well, we're filling up time. That's all that matters. How long have we done? Fucking hell, took 12 minutes. We've got so much stuff to get in. I know. What are you doing messing around here, you fucking idiot? Well, it's a shame. Well, hopefully we'll be on Mars soon. But, if that's a success, then Twitch of Fun is the fucking biggest success that anyone has ever seen in their lives. 268 people, it's going up. People are going, go see the guy with it. The Charlie Chaplin moustache. They're not saying that, Richard. They are saying there's a guy with a Charlie Chaplin moustache. No one's saying that. No one's saying that. We'll do a Christmas story. Christmas is coming. The goose is getting fat. Rich is getting fat, I should have said. I am getting fat again. I got thin. Well, and I got thinner. Here's a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer story for you. Using this. Oh, yeah, that's not Rudolph. It hasn't uploaded. I'll give it another. That's not Rudolph. There, he's there. Chris Evans messed around with my fucking stuff again. He's always doing it. Testing out his little tricks and traps. I want to read you the story. See what you think of this, Ali. This is from the Daily Mail. This is by the Daily Mail reporter. That's how proud they are of this. That they've sent out the main reporter. We don't even have to name them. The song famously dwells on his red-nosed shininess. I think it said shininess. You're a little bit drunk, aren't you? I'm a little drunk. I'm cheeky knee. No one likes the same race. I'm fleabagging. You're not fleabagging. But as he pulls Santa's sleigh, another aspect of Rudolph has been identified. His unfortunate windiness. I'm a bit windy today. Yes, you really are. It's not a nice... My daughter wouldn't come in the bathroom and I'd only done a fart. For the team of reindeer helping deliver presents to children would emit the equivalent of 22 tons of CO2 from burping and flatulence as they traverse Britain, a dairy scientist says. A dairy scientist. This is the same as the amount produced from cooking nearly 1 million turkeys or flying around the world in a jet 3.5 times. Reindeer emit harmful methane, and Professor Phil Garnsworthy of the University of Nottingham, fucking hell, he's had a difficult lockdown, has calculated how much Rudolph and his 8 chums would produce on their 419,000 kilometre journey to every UK home. This is just in the UK. Based on their diet of lichen, he estimated each of the ruminants. It's good work from the Daily Mail there. Yeah, to use ruminants, that's a good, they are ruminants. ungulates as well. I believe they are ungulates as well. Would emit 0.207 grams of methane per kilometre. As methane is nearly 30 times more harmful a greenhouse gas than CO2, Santa's fleet would emit the equivalent of 52 grams per kilometre of CO2. This is more than the 44 grams emitted by a typical plug-in hybrid, but less than a third of a petrol or diesel van's 158.4 kilometres. So, it's better. At least he's not in a car. At least he's flying in a sleigh with reindeers. What do you think about this? I would like to say, Richard, about this, that I think, let me read his name, Professor Theo Garnsworthy is a fucking idiot. What the fuck are you doing with your life, you fucking cretin? Have you got nothing better to do at the University of Nottingham than work this out and think you're clever? You're a grown man. The reindeer don't exist, you stupid motherfucker. You're the stupidest motherfucker I've ever seen in my life. And I will come to your house tonight, Phil Garnsworthy, and I will sit at the end of your bed, and then I'm going to fart, and you'll wake up and go, oh, I wonder if that's a reindeer. And I'll go, no, it's me, and I'll stab you in the face. I think that counts as a threat. I hope Dr. Phil Garnsworthy isn't watching. I'd like to distance myself from what Ali's saying, Dr. Phil Garnsworthy. I think this is a charming... There's no fucking Santa. Why would you waste your time? Do something with your life. Is this what your life has amounted to, Phil Garnsworthy? This is going to be the most famous you'll ever do. And it's working out how much it hurts. How childish are you? You're a grown man. You're a grown man working out... It's pathetic, isn't it, when I think about it? Yeah, he's a grown man. A grown man working out the farts of fictional reindeer. They don't even exist. It's your mum and dad who do it, Phil. Did no one tell you? You look like a fucking idiot. Everyone's laughing at you in the University of Nottingham. They think you're a mental case. Let's not use language like that. That's not nice. And I don't think it's fair to disadvantage people to compare them to Phil Garnsworthy. He is I could get my hands on you, Phil Garnsworthy. I was saying yesterday on RHLSTP, stop saying that. But I feel the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer story is... the song, I don't like it. I don't like the story, I don't like the song, because he's the other reindeer mock him, call him names for having just an unusual nose. I know how that feels, Richard, it constantly. Ali the red-nosed totted had a very shiny nose and cheeks as well, and if you ever saw it, you might assume it was tainted on, and some of the tainted chipped off in the last 128 years. All of the other tottets, yeah, used to lot to call hidden names like red-nosed tottet. Is that the best they came up with? They called me Drunky Red Face. Did they? Is that the best they came up with? It's not that bad. They called me Blood Period Face. Did they? No, I couldn't think of anything else. They called me Ali Red Cheeks. Yeah, it's not that bad. They wouldn't let to Ali joining all the ventriloquist games. Then one snowy Christmas Eve, Santa came to town. He said, Ali, with your nose so bright, you look like a lump of fucking shite. And then all the other tottets hated him even more. They said, Father Christmas doesn't even like you. And so they all fucked him up, and he had to live in a box. And that's like the story, that they're all dead now and I'm still alive. A charming song. Thank you for that little bit of history of you. But I think it's unfair. I think Rudolph shouldn't be friends with the reindeer. They were only friends with him when he was famous. I know how this is, because I was just a regular guy. Then I got super famous. I was on a show called Fist of Fun. I don't know if you remember it. Yeah, it's 25 years ago. It doesn't matter. I got very famous, and then people wanted to be my friends. And then I was dead 4 or 5 years right at the very top. Not the very top. Right at the very top. The first show was Dudley and Reason Norton, the League of Gentlemen. I was Alan Partridge, I'd say, was right at the top. Right at the top, coasting, and then all those friends disappeared. They wanted to be my friend because I had a red nose and had helped Santa Claus. Did the Hitler moustache work in the same way? Yeah, people mocked my Hitler moustache, did they? Yeah, and all the other comedians laughed at me and called me names like Hitler, and I said it's Charlie Chaplin moustache. And then, did you win all the awards at Edinburgh? And so it was all right. No, the Guardian called me a racist, and yeah, sort of disappeared for another 10 years. Do you think it's a good idea putting that in the start? Do you think it's a good idea putting in the hashtag on it? Do you think that? I think it was a good idea. I don't like it. I think someone should write Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the other reindeer. He doesn't. He goes, fuck up. Fuck you all. Fuck you up the arse. I'm Santa's friend now. You can all fuck off. I'll do the sleigh on my own and I'll do 10 times as many farts. Fucking Philip Garnsworthy. Do you think it's because his name's Garnsworthy he's trying to make up for that? There's nothing wrong with Garnsworthy. It's a terrible name. Sounds like Gagushka, doesn't it? He might as well be called Phil Gagushka. Oh, Gagushka, Gagushka. Are you just going to that? What, you're going to dig in that well again, are you? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, Richard. Oh, babushka, not Gadushka, Gagushka. Sorry. Oh, I love Kate Gush. It's Elton John, isn't it? I can't remember that. Okay. Shall we go to a sketch? Let's see. We've got 2 Stream Decks now. We've got so many buttons. We had to buy another Stream Deck. They're not cheap. So let's have a look at. Peter Dibdin's back. Let's have a look at him. See how he's getting on.
N is for neutral gear, which you must start and end every journey in. Put it together, and what have you got? Your name is Peter Dibdin.
Oh, at last! Only took you 1.5 lessons to get there. Oh, dearie me. Are you stupid, Stevie? Are you a stupid fool? If you can't learn a simple poem, then how do you possibly expect to learn how to drive a car, which is exactly 1,222,332 times more complicated than a poem?
The poem wasn't simple, though, and it was redundant. You made me recite the title each time, and the title is The Remembering Peter Dibdin Poem. So I need to have learnt your name in order to be able to have said that. This is a total waste of time.
Oh! Well, I am so sorry, Stevie, for wasting your time. There was me thinking I was giving you my time and my expertise to help you learn how to drive. But no, I've been wasting your time all along. Oh, I'm so very, very sorry.
No, I'm sorry, Mr. Dibdin. I'm just a little bit frustrated because I guess I thought we'd be a bit further ahead now. And
do you know what impatience did, Stevie?
No.
It killed the cat.
Was that curiosity?
Not for my cat. Would you say you're an intelligent person, Stevie?
Whatever I say, you're just going to turn it on me.
Stop trying to be clever. Are you a clever person?
If you're so clever, then why can't you drive?
I wasn't. Don't mock me. I wasn't going to say that, actually. You went to university, did you, Stevie? Did you get a degree?
Yeah, but...
Yeah, you're a bit of an egghead, aren't you, Stevie?
No, by no means.
You think you could be one of the actual eggheads in the popular quiz show of the same name. You think you're as clever as Judith Keppel or one of the fat bloke ones, don't you?
No, my general knowledge isn't that good. And even within the multiple choice format that they employ on the show, I couldn't do it.
But you think of yourself as a bit of a brain box, don't you? You think you're a bit of a Stephen Hawking's.
I think it's Stephen Hawking, singular. Hawking.
You think you're cleverer than me, don't you, Stevie? With your egghead, your degree. That's why you're finding all of this so hard.
I really don't.
Then, if you're so clever, you, by your own admission, you're the one who calls yourself an egghead, a brain box, the offspring of Judith Keppel or one of the fat bloke ones, and Stephen Hawking's.
Hawking.
Then why
can't I drive?
No, I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say, why are you coming to simple old non-university educated numbskull Peter Dibdin to learn how to drive?
Okay, fine. Because you have a very misleading Facebook ad. And also the fact that I thought anyone calling their driving school BDSM must be doing it for a joke, like a cool, ironic joke, and be quite like a cool person.
What's funny about BDSM all of a sudden? Is this student humour? Why can't we just do jokes like in the old days? Good racist jokes that no one could get offended by. What was the problem with that? I don't know what universities are teaching you youngsters these days, but it's certainly not how to drive. You can't even drive!
There it is. I studied history of art, so it would have been a bit of a dereliction of duty if Professor Harries had cancelled the tutorial on post-impressionism to just take me for a spin around in a Volvo.
Sarcasm is the last refuge of the stooge, Stevie. What do you think's more important? Knowing who Picasso is, or knowing how to drive around in the streets in a car on your own?
I mean, they are two completely different things.
Yeah, but if you had to choose driving or Picasso.
Are we saying that Picasso is wiped from history if I choose driving?
It's driving or Picasso. Either way, it's curtains for the Citroen Picasso.
So why can't we have both?
Because you have to choose! And if you choose Picasso, then the lessons are over.
Okay, I choose driving then.
So, you admit that I am best.
Sure.
Despite you going to university and me going to the University of Life and taking a degree in hard knocks, along with a 3-part ADI test with the DVSA.
Yes.
Say it! Say Peter Dibdin is cleverer than me, even though I equate myself with an actual egghead.
No, I'm not saying that.
If you don't say it, then this course is over and there are no refunds.
You can't do that.
I'm guessing you didn't read through the terms and conditions that you had to read before you signed on to this website, did you? Like some kind of stupid fool.
Peter Dibdin is cleverer than me, even though I equate myself with an actual egghead.
Yeah, can you say it like you actually mean it?
Peter Dibdin is cleverer than me, even though I equate myself with an actual egghead.
Not so hard, was it? So now you're not laughing, are you? You're not laughing at Peter Dibdin now as you head off to university, laughing at stupid little Peter Dustbin who didn't get enough O-levels to get in the sixth form, so you weren't friends with, so you said he'd never amount to anything, didn't you?
I didn't say any of those things, and I also didn't laugh at you, and I wasn't even alive when people did O-levels.
Is this amounting to nothing, Stevie? Is that amounting to nothing?
No, that's a quite impressive amount of money.
That's your money. A small section of it's your money. Who's laughing now? It's me. Who's laughing now?
Can I just drive the virtual car now?
Oh, you think because you managed to learn one poem about remembering someone's name, you're ready to drive a virtual car?
Oh, I don't know anymore.
First, you must learn how to get into a car.
Of course I must.
But don't worry, because I have created a getting into the car checklist. And due to each step starting with consecutive letters of the alphabet, it's as easy as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
There are 26 steps.
There are. So get ready and write this down. A, approach the vehicle. B, back up a little bit. You're a little bit too close to the vehicle there. C, check that both number plates are clear of dirt. D, deploy a mirror on a stick to check under the car for explosive devices that might have been placed there by disgruntled ex-pupils. E, ever so carefully remove your key fob from your pocket. F, flick open the key bit unless the car opens with a button on the fob, in which case do not flick anything. G, go towards the car. H, hang on, what if the bomb is activated by using the key and is inside the car? I think you're being a bit paranoid there. J, just in case, get your nephew Chris to come out and open the car, just check everything's all right. K, knock on the window just to check it hasn't fractured and shattered at any point. L, let's get into the car. M, move over to the left as you get in. N, not that far, you're in the passenger seat now. O, observe your surroundings, make sure that everything is safe. P, put on your seatbelt. Q, question whether it's really necessary to wear a safety belt at all. R, remove your safety belt. S, slap yourself in the face. Of course you need to wear a safety belt, you idiot. A car is a dangerous weapon. T, tether your seatbelt back into the seatbelt mechanism. You understand that the car is a dangerous weapon, more dangerous than the bomb that destroyed Nagasaki. V, verify that your vehicle is in full working order. W, check the windscreen wipers are operational. X, expect the unexpected. I know it's a cheat, but it's still a little bit of a funny one. Y, you are ready to employ the pulling away from the curb procedure. Z, 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 Z. Oh dear, you appear to have fallen asleep. Please get out of the car and start the checklist from A. Good. Hope you're pleased with yourself. That was Peter Dibdin there. I made up. Oh, no, it wasn't me. It was Peter Dibdin. I only actually had the script only went up to H. Yeah, that's how much of a genius I am. So, hope you enjoyed that. There's more to come. We've got 2 more in the can, so I hope you're enjoying that. But it's good not to be resting on old glory. You know, it's good to move on and find something new to do with your life. That's what I say. So I'm certainly not going back 10 years to Hitler Moustache. I'm certainly not going back 25 years to Fist of Fun. Is it 27 years? Stevie is fab, Steve Burnett. Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks to everyone who's subscribing, by the way. I should remind you, I keep forgetting to do this, that you can subscribe using your Amazon Prime account at no cost to yourself. Link your Amazon Prime and Amazon Gaming accounts, and then you can come back every month. And don't forget to come back every month and just chuck in a bit of money. Every month, slightly fewer people do it. It's not financially viable to be doing this much work for what we're taking in. But, you know, I just love it so much, don't I? That's the thing about me. Right, so let's go on to... Oh, did I not get a picture for this? Oh, man, I thought I had. Ah, yes, I did. There it is. We are going to the COVID tests, and a lot of people having fun with the fact that this guy, William Shakespeare, was the second person to get the COVID vaccine. And you know who I'd like to see riff a little bit about that? It's our old friend Marmite Lid.
With a smile and a quip, do you see what he did? He's the greatest cartoon character we've had since Hissing Sid. His eyes look like an oil spill, his mouth is like a skid. Mark, you love him or you hate him, it's Marmite Lid.
Hello, it's me, Marmite Lid. Hello, yes, it's me. Yeah, so Marmite Lid, obviously, we're about halfway through your yearly contract out. Yes, it's going quite well. It hasn't been going well at all. It was a big waste of £100,000. I really overestimated how much subscription money we'd be getting. It's really not very much. I know. So what have you come up with? I don't want to help swing your comedy, but it's quite funny because the second guy who had the coronavirus vaccine in the UK has a very similar name. I mean, I would say the same name as William Shakespeare, the playwright. So let's see what you can make out of that. And he's from Warwickshire, which is where I think Shakespeare's roughly from as well. Yeah. Did they shake us there in when they were vaccinating? No, that's not a good one. Did they use a spear to vaccinate? No, they used a needle to vaccinate him. Did they use a spear and shake it? And Will.i.am was there from that group. Which group? Will.i.am from Black Eyed Peas. Is he from the Black Eyed Peas? I think so. So Will.i.am was there, and they shook a spear at William Shakespeare instead of. Yeah. I was kind of hoping you might come up with. My script writers have come up with some great stuff for this. Or is it Two Gentlemen of Corona? Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. Okay. Is it All's Well That Ends Well? Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. Is this a needle I see before me? Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. Did you? Yeah, there were some bad ones on Twitter. There were some good ones on Twitter as well. What about Coronialanus? No, that doesn't work. I thought you'd be doing these ones. I thought you'd be doing the bad ones. How about a plague on nobody's house because they've had the vaccine? Yeah, I've seen that on Twitter. Can we do something of that in the Dard? I've seen it on Twitter. Can we come up with a new one? A Winter's Tale? What, because it happened at winter? Yeah, it happened in the winter. Exit pursued by bat. We're just workshopping, we don't see how it goes. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. That's how long everyone else is going to be waiting for their their vaccine. Oh, that's quite good. Yeah, I didn't see anyone else do that. I just came up with that just now. I know, I can't think of all of it just now. I know, we're just riffing, aren't we? That's what I like about you, Marmite Lid, is we can just riff. We can just riff about stuff. People shouting out for the King of the World in the chat room. It's a bit rude, and it is rude when you're in the middle of doing stuff. Prick me, do I not bleed? I saw that on Twitter. I think everyone's done. I think because we waited a few days, I think everyone's done all the jokes on. If Anne hath a way, she'll have the vaccine too. I didn't see that on Twitter. That's because it's shit. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Marmite Lid.
With a smile and a quip, do you see what he did? He's the greatest cartoon character we've had since Hissing Sid. His eyes look like an oil spill, his mouth is like a skid. You love him or you hate him, it's Marmite Lid.
But someone else who wants to talk about the vaccine, it's Conspiracy Theo. Remember, he was in the same week as the King of the World, but then didn't come back again. Can't remember how he talks. Hello, Richard, it's me, Conspiracy Theo. Ah, yes. I'm very worried about the vaccine, Richard. Are you? Yes, my theory about the vaccine is that Bill Gates has put microdots in there. Microdots? Yeah. What are those? You know. No. So, Microsoft he's put in there. Yeah. And then he's going to control us all. Well, like a lot of people have said, why is he start with two extremely old people that probably don't move around very much? Just to test the equipment, Richard. He's testing it, then it'll go to normal people like you and me. Well, I don't think anyone would call the two of us that normal. Well, I just don't. Why would they do? Why not put it in just like the BCG or something that everyone has at school? Because some people were clever enough not to have the BCG, Richard. Yeah, I wouldn't say clever. You know, people who didn't take up the vaccines in childhood might very well be dead now. Well, I'm not dead. I've never taken a vaccine in my life. And Bill Gates, why don't they just go to Wetherspoons and put it in the beer and Wetherspoons? They might do that. So, and why not just put it in food? Why not just put it in your phone? Why not just, when you're sleeping, come and drop it in your ear? Oh, God, I hadn't thought of that. Why are they going to all this trouble of creating a disease that shuts the world down? Because, yeah, that's what they want you to think. What? They want you to think, why would they do this? It seems a lot of effort. Why are they going for old people first? Why not going for everyone else? Old people don't need their own. They're clever, Richard. They're cleverer than you. They're not as clever as me because I see through them. What if you're the one who is being tricked by lies, though? No, I'm not. What if you are? What if all the things you think are the lies and the things that we think are true? They're not, though. You're too stupid to see. And I'm clever. So, but what if it's the other way around? It isn't the other way around. Okay. No, you talked me into it. I agree with you. Why have you got Hitler in the stash? It's to try and reclaim it for comedy. I think you are trying to reclaim it for Hitler. Yeah, I mean, you got a point there. That's fair enough. A lot of people ask me how I come up with crazy ideas. I want to have a little wee now, so I'm just going to pop out and I'll take the writers' meeting every week. Let's just see what the writers are up to this week while I go out, and I'm just going to have a wee.
I got 10 of my jokes on Mock the Week this week.
Not that you can ever tell anyone that, or you'll be disappeared.
Yes, of course those comedians come up with all their own jokes.
Yeah, as if anyone could come up with what's with Boris's hair. As if anyone could come up with that.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Sorry, Mr. Herring, sir. That prick's not even here yet.
No, he's not coming this week.
What do you mean?
He says he's too busy and we should get on with it ourselves.
Yeah, what else do you think he's doing that is so important?
Clearing stones off a field, I don't know.
Dicking around on Twitter, letting everyone know it's Alfred Nobel Day in Sweden.
Oh, when will it be Ross Nobel Day?
Maybe he's just lying in a dark room, considering all the bad decisions he's made that have led him to this point.
Touching himself with the hand of a ventriloquist dummy. Oh, Stu, why did you leave me, Stu?
No, we're not being fair. Come on, he has done quite a bit of telly recently.
Yeah, but doesn't he just let us know about it? Is he ever going to shut up about how clean Ben Shepherd smells?
To be fair to him, I would quite like to smell Ben Shepherd.
Me too.
He's changed though, Richard, not Ben Shepherd. He thinks he's this big star again.
Again? When was the last time?
He's always thought that. Look, that's why he hasn't been on TV for 20 years. Reputation as an A-grade arsehole, let me tell you.
Yeah, he's acting like he's Jimmy Carr because he managed to wangle his way onto Taskmaster. Like, that means he's too busy to do any work on his own show now.
Avalon.
They finished filming that in July.
I don't mind writing other people's jokes. You know, when it's like one of the big names, they're on TV all the time. They don't have time to write their own stuff. I get that.
But the thing is, we know he's just sitting in the bath playing Yahtzee on his iPhone.
I wouldn't mind all this if he just delivered the jokes that we'd written properly. Have you seen the show?
No.
No, I haven't seen it.
No.
Not yet.
It
I
is-
will.
I honestly don't think he's even read the script through once. He genuinely delivers it like a 5-year-old learning to read and speak. It sounds like he's just making it up.
Yeah, he's definitely got above himself. I mean, we should teach him a lesson.
We should fuck him up. Listen, we can get him cancelled so he never works again.
Are you sure that's fair? Also, like, I would need the 50 quid a week that he gives us.
It's funny that you mentioned I can't bring myself to use it. Like, every time I go to buy something, I think, how do I earn this money again? And then it just feels like blood money. Like, I just can't go through with it. No way.
Yeah, fuck him. The kids are fat enough; they can go without breakfast.
Right, listen, how about this? You know that really stupid moustache he's got now, right? Why don't we tell him to shave it back down to just like when he had a Hitler moustache?
In 2020, he barely got away with it 10 years ago.
Yeah, you'll have it for the whole show as well. So someone's bound to take a clip of it and put it out of context on Twitter.
Exactly.
It will definitely be cancelled.
He'll be killed.
He can spout all that bullshit about reclaiming it for Charlie Chaplin again.
You could make him do that white power okay hand sign.
Yeah, and have him say he's reclaiming the swastika because it's like it's like a Buddhist symbol of peace. Or
I
something.
mean, it is, but
But then make him say he's like reclaiming the goose step because Basil Fawlty did it first. You know, have that kind of stuff.
Yeah, or that, Heil Hitler was originally a greeting of love used by Jesus.
Yeah, and right that he should cut off one of his testicles and put it in the Albert Hall.
I feel that is too far, though.
Yeah. Well, why don't we put it in and just see what happens?
Yeah, let's pop
Yeah?
in. Yeah.
gonna get carted away, isn't he?
Well, maybe, but what if it makes him more popular? I mean,
It worked for Hitler.
And for Katie Hopkins.
Oh, come on. Earrings are not as bad as
what if he questions us on this? What do we do then?
just tell him it's going to make him really famous.
It won't even be a lie.
Right. Okay. Right. Well, that's sorted then. Okay. We do still have to write the main rest of the show.
Yeah, but at least it's going to be the last one.
Oh, yeah, it's the last one. In a strange way, I do feel like I'm going to miss it.
Mm. So who's got something for the Marmite lid?
I'm not going to miss it.
Yeah.
I don't have anything for the Marmite lid apart from
Marmite,
on it.
Some people don't like Marmite.
Oh, that's quite good. You love it or you don't love it.
You love it like Richard Herring. You don't love it.
You either lick it or you.
So what are we going with?
Lick it or you love it or you might not like it.
Yeah, lick it or love it.
Just put that in.
Okay.
So
It
should
doesn't
we
read
say
it
that for
anyway,
Mock the
does it?
Week? 'Cause I think Hugh could say
Yeah.
that.
I did put that in Mock the Week, actually.
That's been on TV this week already.
Yeah, it has,
Yeah.
yeah.
Lick it or love it
Lick it or love it. Or put it on your toast.
on bread.
Just got back, so I hope that was all right. I'm not really interested in the creative process, so I didn't watch that. But I think the show needs a bit of a lift with me having not been on it for a little while. So why don't we see what a little friend of mine, for fuck's sake, is up to? Hey, it's me and the king of the world. I'd like to be the king of the world. I jump around 'cause I'm the king of the world. And don't forget I'm the king of the world. 'Cause I'm the king of the world. Hey, it's me. I'm here. I'm the king of the world. How you doing, everyone in deck? Hello, fans. I'm the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. I am the king of the world. How you doing, king of the world? Oh, I'm pretty good. As usual. You know why? No, why? Because I'm the king of the world, and that's a good thing to be. I'm the king of the world. I am the king of the world. I am the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. I am the king of the world. Are you trying to do another theme tune? No, I like the theme tune we got. And the king of the world, Don, that's me, 'cause I'm the king of the world. I like to eat, 'cause I'm the king of the world. That's not the tune. I mean, it's the tune, it's not the words. I'm the king of the world, no, that's the thing. So, I've got a few questions. I asked me the questions, Richard, is it about me being the king of the world? It is, actually, yeah, that's okay. I have to ask the questions about anything. Especially questions about being the king of the world. Because you know something, Richard? No. I am the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. And the king of the world. It's me, the king of the world. I don't know if I asked you this on Twitch of Fun before, but how do you become king of the world? You just are the king of the world, Richard. Yeah, but I mean, who chooses it? No one chooses who the king of the world is, Rich, because if you choose who the king of the world was, if you choose him, then the person choosing would be the king of the world. But I'm just the king of the world. Who was the king of the world before you? I don't know that, Richard. I just came along. I was the king of the world, and I think I've always been the king of the world. I think I've always been here. Did you just burp? Yeah, I did just burp. I've had some beer because I'm the king of the world. Is it nice beer? Oh, yeah, it's the best beer. Champagne beer. What is that? Champagne? No, champagne beer. Rich. When you're the king of the world, you get stuff that no one else is allowed to have. I've had champagne beer because I'm the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. I just don't know if this is enough to... What? What's enough? Well, I just don't know if this is enough to just every week you come in and you say, I'm the king of the world. That's what I'm going to do, because I'm the king of the world. I can't come in and go, hey, Rich, I'm the Dustin man this week, because I'm the king of the world. I'm not a Dustin man. No. So I come in, I say, I'm the king of the world. You can ask me some questions about being the king of the world. Then I'll say I'm the king of the world. And you'll say, well, what's the king of the world? And I'll say, it's the king of the world. And then you can go and talk to one of their other stupid puppets. What? Someone's asking in the chat room, what's your name? Ah, that's a good question. That's better than any of the questions Richard asked me. I'm the king of the world. That's your name. I am the king of the world, Richard. Do you know? Did I stutter? No, you didn't stutter. I didn't stutter. So I'm the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. You stuttered that time. Yeah, because I did it on purpose, because I thought it'd be funny to stutter when I said, did I stutter? And is your head okay? It's a little loose, Richard. That I think it gives me some more notion. Eventually your head's going to come off. Their heads always come off. They do, don't they? The head came off Histo. We saw that on Taskmaster. The head came off North. We saw that. The leg came off Dell. Puppets aren't safe in your hands. I wish that puppets were in my hands, that they can't be, because I'm not a puppet master. I'm the king of the world! Are you a sort of a puppet master in a way? No. Okay. Will you come back next week? Yeah, I'll be here every week, ever. And will this progress at all? Didn't you see the without stuttering? Yeah, well, I don't think that was progression. That was a good bit. Didn't involve me saying I was the king of the world at all, and that bit. Well, apart from when you went, I'm the king of the world. Oh, yes, I got that. I'm the king of the world! Thanks, everyone. Hope you enjoyed me being the king of the world. I'll see you again, because I'm the king of the world. Hey, it's me, I'm the king of the world. I'd like to be the king of the world. I jumped around, because I'm the king of the world. And don't forget, I'm the king of the world. Because I'm the king of the world! I am not very happy about the King of the World being in this show, Richard. Well, you know, people like the King of the World. Look at the name of the show. It is Ali and Herring's Twitch-a-thon. It is not the King of the World and Herring's Twitch-a-thon. It's not even the King of the World and Ali's Twitch-a-thon, and it never will be. I can tell you that. I'm winking at it, that it never will be. Because I am the star of this show. You sound a bit like the king of the show. I am the king of the show. I'm the king of the world. That's all he does. Anyone can do that. You seem to have got the King of the World's intonation. You picked up. It's very catchy, Richard. That's the problem. It's a very catchy way of speaking, and I think that's why the idiots who watch this show like it. And if we had a better audience, which you would have if it was just me and not you, then they wouldn't like that. They'd find it childish. They would understand they were being mocked. That their lot of the catchphrases was what the whole point was, to take it apart. I would never do that. And winking at it, I would. Aside, I would... Don't do the Hitler... Don't use that hand. It looks like you're... Aside, I would do it, because that is what I do. Well, look, you're still the oldest puppet here. Yeah, that's not enough, is it, Rich? I want to be the most successful one. I want to do the one that's the star of the show. Well, you know, the public have spoken, and what they said is, can you come in and just have the King of the World come in and just say I'm the King of the World a lot? And I think people are still... I think there's people who are watching this who are going, I wish the King of the World would come back on again now. I'm the King of the World. I can come back and do one because I'm the King of the World. Shut up. I don't like you. It's not it. I'm the King of the World. Yeah, you are. I'm Ali Smoke. That stuff. Fuck off. Don't swear. My mum doesn't like it when you say, fuck that Doddy Robson. Don't call her that. Puppet news, by the way. I mean, look at the time. We've not got through hardly anything. You've done the sketches. I mean, that's what I've been working on most of the week. The puppet news, great news. Are you interested? I don't really like puppets, Richard. I find it slightly childish. Do you like the Muppets Christmas Carol? No, I don't really like it when people do things that incorporate both humans and puppets. I think either or to me, either puppets or humans. Not something where it's unhuman. There is a few humans and loads of puppets. So you're not into my emergency question of what film would you make the Muppets do next, what story the Muppets do next with, and who would be the human character. No, I think they're all puppets all the way through. I would like the Muppets, but they ruin it by having a human being in there. Okay, fair enough. But it's good news for me. Oh yeah, and people who like the original Muppets Christmas Carol. Oh yeah, because they have discovered the original print of the film. Now, there's a scene that's cut out, and I go on about it in Christmas Emergency Questions. Oh, yes, you do. Jeffrey Katzenberg from Disney, he said they had to cut out this long, boring song in the middle of the film because kids wouldn't like it. Yeah, I think he was right there. That is a terrible song. It is a terrible song, but that's not the point. It's not a kids' film, The Muppet Christmas Carol. It's for adults. Kids are not sophisticated enough to get it. It's a beautiful film. It's brilliant. Michael Caine, best performance of his life. I'm not even being flippant or sarcastic. I mean it. Yeah, sarcasm is the last utensils. No, don't do that one. We haven't done that one yet. Oh yeah, I forgot. The scene I always say that, but the scene he's in with what's the character who's he's the scientist one. He's the sort of sidekick. He keeps getting blowing out. Dika, pardon, Dika. No, it's not Geeka. Dika. No, it's not Mika. That's the guy who sang "I Want to Be Like Gene Kelly." No, Dika. No, Dika. Don't stop saying Dika. You haven't got it right. Anyway, the scene with that, whatever that guy's called, is what's the name of the scientist actually? What's the name? I can't remember. It's Dr. Gunson. Dr. Gunson, I think it is. He's named after the Gunson Gurner. He's named after what? He's named after the Gunson Gurner. Dr. Gunson's named after the Gunson Gurner. Is this like a German person who pulls funny faces? Richard, it's in the chemistry laboratory. You light it and then kids just like their thoughts of it, namely the Dunsandurner. The Dunsandurner, you're saying now, the Dunsandurner. I'm not aware of what that is. Dr. Dunson and Dika, that's who's there, and Kermit the Frog, and Fozzie Dare. Oh, you are being deliberately obtuse. I'm being deliberately what? Obtuse. I'm being deliberately obtuse. I don't understand what's going on with you, Ali. Anyway, it's a brilliant film. It's for adults. The quotes from the Christmas Carol are extraordinary. I know loads of the Christmas Carol as a result of this. The actual writing that Dickens did is brilliant. And it's very important for the plot of the film. Oh, here we go. I will go on about it, that The Love We Lost is sung first. The Love That's Gone, or whatever it's called. What's it called? It's called The Love Is Gone. That's what it's called. It's very important that because then the love is found at the end. And if you don't have the song, the whole arc of the film is, it's a fucking kid's song with tuffets in it. Why are you worrying about it? I think it's important you have to think about these things. Just because it's puppets doesn't mean you don't take it deadly seriously. Oh, for fuck's sake. And so it's good. It's going to be back in. I don't know when that they found it. And oh, that's a good one, Steve. Steve Bennett's come up with good. I can't remember in the Christmas Carol. Yeah, what's the name of the bloke who works for Air? First of all, what is Scrooge's first name? I've forgotten. Everyone knows that. It's Ebenezer. That's what? Ebenezer. Okay, it's not. That's not it. Can't remember what it is. What's the name of his employee? The employee that he... Dodd Cratchit. Pardon? Dodd Cratchit. Dodd Cratchit. God Cratchit. Gob Cratchit. God Cratchit. God Cratchit. Oh, God Cratchit, God Cratchit, God Cratchit. Oh. Yeah, can that work? Anyway, so it's good news. Are you excited about... I will not be watching the Nothing Christmas Carol, Richard. I'm a grown 128-year-old man, and it does not interest me. So that is the end of that. Okay, fair enough. That's fair enough. Have I got anything else? I haven't really got anything for Fox Law, but it seems a shame for him not to turn up. So I'll just try and think of something now while we do this.
Cache your excess food in the ground beneath.
That's Fox Law.
Grip your prey's neck with your pronounced canine
That's
teeth.
Fox Law.
The world is actually prejudiced against white posh men.
Fox Law.
In the middle of the night you must attempt to eat every hand.
That's Fox Law.
With me, Law Fox. It's me, Fox Law. Here I am. Hello, I'm here, Fox Law. I was looking at the wrong screen, so we were probably sitting here for ages doing nothing. Yes, it's me, Fox Law. I was looking at the Twitch feed, which is a few seconds behind. Oh, it's me, Fox Law. Hello, Richard. How you doing? What an exciting time to deal. I can't believe. I'm delighted to see your moustache, Richard. That's, you're well done. You're a man after my own heart. The thing is, I'm not quite brave enough to do it myself, but if I could, I would. It's Charlie Chaplin moustache. Yes? Yes, that is what I meant. The Charlie Chaplin moustache. Well done. Your career is going to lead me. Your career is going to go from strength to strength. Just look at what's happened to me over the last few months. No one had heard of me, really. I was just some fox that had been on a detective show once. Fox on the Run. And I wasn't even the name Fox in it. I was the backup Fox. And then I came out, told it like it was, that Hitler was right. And now I'm everywhere and famous. Yeah, but is that really... I mean, is that what you... Is it good to just be famous for the sake of being famous? I think so. I think I had a few friends over the last week, Richard. We didn't agree with the COVID regulations. We're all from different households. We hugged each other. We kissed each other. I licked their anuses. You did what? That's just a Fox thing. Is it? Yes. I think so. Not sure it is. Well, he did it anyway. And fuck you all. We're all young. We're all going to be fine. What about the old people that might meet you and then you... then you get rid of the surplus population, Richard. You're sounding like Ebenezer Scrooge. Well, that's what I feel. And did you really, though? Did you really have loads of friends around? Yes. Who are the... Can you name them? Yes, I can name them. There was all my friends. So it's a long list. Well, you said it was 6. Yes, I did. Not that including you. That is what I said, that I got a lot of friends, so they didn't all come round. You stop badgering me with your questions. I'm a fox, not a badger. How are you feeling about hard Brexit? Yeah, very good. We voted for it, Richard, and we got what we voted for. Everyone knew what we were voting for, and what we were voting for was on the side of the bus. The side of the what? The bus. Oh, the side of the bus, yeah. And it said we're going to not have the order trade and we'd all get food, but at least we won't be part of the earth anymore, and that's what we voted for. Hooray for Boris Johnson! Hooray, he's one of my friends. So he came around and hugged you today. Yes, even though he's had COVID. And yes, he was there all night. Loads. I got lots of friends. I heard a lot of your friends sort of sided with your wife when you got divorced. That's not true. I did. Yes, that's true. We haven't really been doing anything social, have we? Not recently, no. Oh. Well, that's not bad, considering we didn't think of anything beforehand. I actually forgot you existed. We've had 2 weeks off and I forgot all about you. That's not possible, Richard. And all over Twitter, and always trending on Twitter. I had 6 people around to my house, unlike Kay Burley. You are a bit like Kay Burley. Yeah, we could talk about that later. There's Foxlaw. There he is. He's a puppet. It's just a puppet. I do have to say that because a lot of people get quite scared by this show. Hey, look. Here's a story for you. Meghan, Prince Harry and Meghan had some shortbread biscuits out. I mean, I don't think it was them. I don't think they put these out themselves. I think someone just stuck a photo of them on the box. I don't think these are their boxes. And the son's cock-a-hoop, because those biscuits were £16 a tin at Harrods and Selfridges, but they're now $3.99 in a budget chain TK Maxx. You need to act quickly because they go out of date in February, which is probably why they're £4 now rather than £16. They're gleeful that the shortbread manufacturers made the mistake of putting these people on the box. They think it proves that Harry and Meghan aren't that popular. What does this say? Scottish firm Walkers, a TK Maxx shopper in Halifax, West Yorks, unnamed, said, the public's changing opinion can never be more sharply highlighted than Harry and Meghan's Harrods shortbread being flogged in TK Maxx. What a travesty. A real person said that. A real person definitely said that, and they said that the fact that some biscuits were discounted. For fuck's sake. Let's find out what's going on with our pervert correspondent. It's Prince Andrew. Hello, Richard. Yes, hello. Sorry, I went a bit over the top there. Hey, Cocky Carrot hasn't been on this week. No, I guess no Doodle Entendres have happened. I just forgot Cocky Carrot existed. Well, maybe they'll be on later. Well, there isn't that much time. It's 8:30 already. Well, you're doing a good job. You should keep it up. How do you feel about the biscuits? Well, I think it proves. If you look at the sale of the Prince Andrew Hodnods that I'd had out for a while, they're going through the roof. Are they? Yeah, there are no remains. Don't check. They're certainly not for sale in Lidl for 20p. They're full price in Harrods. If you want Andy's Hodnod in your god, then head down to Harrods. But you've got to have £10 if you want those, because that's how much they cost. Is that definitely true? Yes, I'm doing very well for biscuits. Listen, I've only added biscuits, Hodnods, chocolate Hodnods I like. Make sure you get them before their sell-by date. Well, I mean, that's got you into trouble before, hasn't it? Well, yes, not with biscuits, I suppose. You're right. What do you think about the Crown, actually? Let's have the Crown. While I've got you here as my role, I thought I was a pervert correspondent. Yeah, nothing perverted's happened this week, really. Not really, not much. Just perverted has happened as far as I can see. Okay, that's good. We've got to do the birthdays. Poor old. All right. Did somebody say pervert? Yeah, again, it wasn't. You've got to. If you're going to do this job, Cocky Carrot, A, don't be asleep on the bin all the way through the show. Sorry. And B, you have to start understanding what a double entendre is, okay? A double entendre is when a word sounds like a different word. It's not just a rude word. You can't come up and say someone say pervert. You have to wait for me to say, I can't even think of one. I can't think of a double entendre. It's harder than it looks, isn't it? It is, yeah. So someone says, I'm going to... I can't think of one either. None of us can think of a double. I can't think of one. What do you think of Cocky Carrot? Have you ever met Cocky Carrot, Prince Andrew? I'm not sure. Hello. This is the Duke of York. Did someone say Duke of Talk? I mean, that's close. I mean, if you want to be the Wicked Willy of the 21st century, you're going to have to up your game, Cocky Carrot. Thank you, Richard. I'm so confused about who I am. Am I still in the same body? Yes, you're in the same body this week. You've been in the same body for a while. At least that's something. It's the crown. Did somebody say crown like the crown of your head, like the head of your penis? No. No. Good try from Crocky Carrot. Yes, well, it's very bad news for neither other, isn't it? But yeah, well, it's good to see somebody else in the royal family in trouble. That's all I can taking the heat off me. No one's talking about me, are they? Because of old Prince Charles being the fucking bastard to Diana. I never liked her. I mean, you don't come out of the show that well. Oh, that everyone's that thinking, can Charles be the king after all this? And maybe he can't. Maybe I'd go so far as saying, Richard, that not only Charles can't be king, that none of his offspring or the offspring of his offspring can be king either, or queen. Well, wouldn't that mean? Yeah. Oh, what? What would it? Oh, I hadn't even. What? I hadn't even thought who would be king if that was the case. If King William, Harry, or the little sprog ones, if none of them were in line, yes, because they shouldn't. They didn't think of that. All awful things that Prince Charles has done. Nothing I'd done has been through them, and nothing they say I'd done has been through them. And I was in teacher express, so all the time. Yes, they have security cameras. Just check. I don't check them actually, because I'd like to keep my family. I try that you could check them if you needed to. That don't check them. So if they all go, then oh dear, little Andy though is king, and I'd never married a divorced woman. You got divorced yourself though. Yeah, that's all right. That's allowed, is it? Yeah. Oh, by the way, I like these moustaches. Are you allowed to? Have things gone that far now? Are we allowed to admit? Are we allowed to go back to it? Admitting that now? Is that what's up? No, it's for Charlie Chaplin. Oh, right. Oh shit, my medal's fallen off. That's a shame, Prince Andrew. Look, his medal fell off. We might be able to fix that. All right, so yeah, I think that's just a little stick in there. Look, there, we can stick that back on. Okay. My family certainly had never really been interested in the other fella, the non-Charlie Chaplin. We love Charlie Chaplin, not the when he was going around with young girls and that stuff. We don't like that. My family really don't fucking like that. The other fella, we never really appreciated him. What about King Edward VIII? No. But it comes back, Richard. It's suddenly all right again. It's weird that your badge fell off just as you were saying that, wasn't it? What a beautiful, look at that beautiful detail in there. It's fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Prince Andrew. Have you got a theme tune? I don't have a theme tune. Yeah, we haven't done theme tunes for you, have we? No, I think you're likely to be in every week. Well, we'll see. Let's do some birthdays quickly. Sorry, Ali. This, the king of the world and everything. I'm the king of the world. Yeah, I'm the king of the world. That's more like it. Let's do some birthdays. There's only one, actually, so let's do the birthday.
Hooray. You've lived another year and you haven't even died, though cancer may be secretly creeping deep inside. If you think that's worth a party, your brain's also going wonky. Let's get an Eeyore or a kick from the reluctant birthday donkey.
Hee-haw, hee-haw, why can't I die? Hee-haw, why can't I die? Why are we back? Hello, Richard, it's me, the other donkey. I'm fine. Lovely to be here. I appreciate all the work. Let's just quickly do the one birthday we've got. This comes from Steve Foster. He's 41 years old, I think, today. Congratulations. Here he is. He's in. Oh, I mean, the idea of you lot getting actually into my little booth with me and being there. He's doing an impression of Donkey, he says. He'd like 41 Eeyores or Junts. Oh, I'd love to do that. No, John. But you hate doing it, Donkey. I don't care. Why did you throw up my ears? Don't let this guy come and take your love from me. Well, I do love you. Yes. You love me and you hate me. I love you. I've just noticed how beautiful your eyes are. Look how beautiful his eyes are put together, and look at the wonkiness of that donkey. All right. He's like the donkey I never had, this donkey. Don't rub it in. He's got ears. He's so clean. He's not afraid at all. Shut up. Let's do 41 Eeyores for Steve Foster. He's the only person who wrote in this week. So well done, Steve. Ew, 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 ew. Yeah, 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 yeah. How many is that? That's 20 exactly. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Would you like me to help? No! Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Good, you did it. And other donkey, yes, it's just lovely to be involved. And just lovely to be here at all. Why don't you press the magic button, see what we've got this week on the magic button. Here goes, here's the other donkey, press the magic button. This is for Steve as well, because no one else got in touch.
Hi there, Sally. It's me, Lily Allen.
It's Lily Allen.
Of 2006.
At least it's not 1995.
I heard, Sally, that you have been with Ali for years. And that you might appreciate some tongue-in-cheek advice on how to spice up your love life. Don't know if you've heard, but I recently created a new toy called the Womanizer, which does just that. Yeah, it will definitely spice up your love life. But failing that, I mean, a bit of role play, doctors and nurses. I don't know. Anyway, this is from your lovely friend Chris, and I'm Lily Allen,
Chris.
and have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Chris Evans got that one there. Exemplary work there. That's very good, isn't it? That's Lily Allen. She's been in the show. Yeah, pretty good, isn't it, Steve? That's not too bad. Don't come down here. You're not allowed in here. Look, I think I've covered most of the stuff I was going to cover. I was going to talk about Kay Burley. That was the only other thing. Yes, Richard, I'm back. Don't worry. We're not going to do the Wasp's not in it this week. He's over. He's here. Look, here it is. Hey, Rich. Here I am. I can recognise faces. Did you know that? Well, I heard that from Daisy May Cooper. Yeah. Was the Wasp in Taskmaster last week? Was that you? Hey, need I gun, Richard? No, it was not. If you check your records, I was on this before you recorded Taskmaster. So you have been in the show. Yes, I turned up in the show. We managed to get it in. I can recognise faces. If I get on a train and it goes along, I can slide back to where I was. It's not Catherine Park. This isn't Catherine Parkinson's Wasp. This is my Wasp. It's the original one. It's not a second one. This one has lasted pretty well, actually. It needs to, because we're coming up to the winter and have to be very careful with that. Oh, yes, hello, Richard. You want to talk about... I was just going to say Kay Burley is in... I'm hoping it's not going to affect... She's disobeyed the COVID rules. Oh, dearie me. How naughty are they? I don't know that he else has done that. Dominic Cummings on flea dagging. Oh, and lots of other people as well. She's been caught out by a recycling bin with lots of her friends. She went back and had a party at her house. I mean, she's no Michael Barrymore, is she? He's just went and had some drinks. And... she's been sacked. She's laid off. She's got to take 6 months off. Oh my goodness. Poor Kay Burley. No, it's Kay Burley. Okay. And she is my friend. Yeah. Well, I've worked with her. She was on the chase that I'm on. It's on Boxing Day, but will it still be on Boxing Day? I hope it's not going to be taken off. That was me back in the big time. I hope Kay Burley's not going to wreck it by not being on, but hopefully it should be okay. God, look, it's 20. It's 8:45. I've got to go soon. You got to go, Richard. I can't talk about Kay Burley, but it's weird. You meet these people. You're not necessarily their biggest fans. Jonathan Aitken as well. Yeah, I met him on the other boat race. Oh yes, back in 2004. Let's go back to 2004 now, shall we? We sort of. I hugged Jonathan Aitken at the end of the race. I was on a team with Kay Burley. It was a very emotional experience. I can't tell if it was good or bad. And we're friends. I'm sad to see her brought down in this way. It's very sad, isn't it? And you can see the sadness in her eyes, can't you, Richard? I'm using her own words against her. What's going on? Your hair's all messed up, isn't it? Everything's mushed up today. Everything falls apart, Richard. Why don't you look after your fucking stuff? Prince Andrew's broken, Donkey's broken, everything's broken, his store's broken. You can't believe she's 60 years old. That's okay, but he's 60 years old. She's celebrating her 60th birthday. Can you believe that? Oh, that's don't say it. Well, I don't look 128, do I? You do not look 128. How is your wife doing? I thought your wife should come out before we go. Pricked her up by her shirt. Oh, either the wrong way around, or usually the other way around. I thought the other way around, Richards. Yeah, you usually are the other way around, but we can go around this way if you want. Hello. I just wanted to say, Ali, yes, darling. I know we got back together again last time. We sang the fairy tale of New York. That was very moving. But I don't like the way you've been treating me. What? The last 128 years? They didn't know it. There are 128 years. It's very hard to keep the start going. Well, I saw Lily Allen gave me some advice. And I think her advice is bogus. Is what? Bogus. I don't think it's good advice. I think the advice is I should leave. And I'd just like to sing you a very long and unnecessary song without it. Oh, God. There was a time when I was sure that you and I were truly one, that our future was forever and would never come undone. And we came so close to being close, and though you cared for me, there's a distance in your eyes, or just one of them, the one that you can see through tonight. So we're not meant to be. Oh, there's always a distance in my eyes. I'm the fucking ventriloquist dummy. The love is gone. The love is gone. The sweetest dream that we have ever known. The love is gone. The love is gone. I wish you well, that I must leave you now alone. I think this would be going better if people were familiar with this song from the Muppets Christmas Carol. It's available on the video version if you want to do it. It's going to stop doing now, aren't we? Yeah. She's the one who had an affair with Prince Andrew, not me. She's the one who I should be leading her. Like a window, and you see your future is dead before you, and how perfect life can be. Something else? There comes a moment in your life, that's it, there's like a window, and you see your future's there before you, and how perfect life can be. That adventure calls with unknown voices pulling you away. Be careful or you may regret the choice you made someday. Oh, God, I'll be very happy if you fuck off. When love is gone, when love is gone, the sweetest dream that we have ever known. When love is gone, when love is gone. If you want, you can just, if you're watching the Muppets Christmas Carol this year, just cut to this at the relevant point, and it'll probably really make the sweetest dream. I wish you well, that I must leave you now alone. It was almost love, it was almost always, it was like a fairy tale without you and I. And yes, some dreams come true, and yes, some things fall through. And yes, the time has come for us to say goodbye. It can't be true, Sally. Yes, some dreams come true, and yes, some dreams fall through. Yes, the time has come for us to say goodbye. Please don't leave me, darling. I don't want to be like Ebenezer Scrooge. It's Ebenezer Scrooge. Oh, well, especially this Christmas story will be continued. If you want to see me watching Taskmaster, it'll be quite soon. I've got to go because we've got to do that. Thank you to everyone for watching. And now I hope you enjoy the slightly updated credits. I think they're going to make Ali slightly cross. Bye, kids. See you next week. the king of the world.